TV show felt like the books, you know, and I was happy with that. It felt like my characters, and you know, I enjoyed the series. Of course, I was part of it. I wrote one of the scripts, and I was a co-executive producer, which I always joke means that I get to say anything I want, but they get to do anything they want, you know. But and you know, I had some complaints. You always do if it's your work, but I had more accolades than complaints. I really liked it. The two actors, but you know, bless Michael K. Williams, he's gone now. Yeah. But you know, James Purefoy and Michael K. were just amazing, and all of the actors in all of the seasons. But I was particularly fond of the first season because I made some real good friends out of that season, you know, and I really think a lot of those people.
And going back to the first memories is always the fondest.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you know, and but you know, I think they all did a very, very good job. I was very appreciative of how they handled it, and you know, I'd like to see it again. I mean, obviously with Mike gone and James doing other projects and being older now for that series, I would love for them to revamp it, as long as they didn't get too far away from the base, because that's what makes it work. It's the relationship between those two guys and how they deal with life. And, you know, that would be wonderful if they revamped it. I mean, they've been in comics. There's a new comic coming out, Mucho Mojo. Looks fantastic. Yeah, and there's been the TV series, and there've been the books, there've been short stories, there's been novellas, you know. So what's next?
That's a big question a lot of us are asking, I'm sure. And I mean, it's, man, that'd be so tough to top. You know, with you know, James Purefoy and, you know, or late Michael K. Williams, I guess, especially the fact that they were such good friends in real life too. Like, how do you get that dynamics? And you just can't find it and have to stumble on it. I
would love to start a podcast of Hap and Leonard stories.
That'd
you know,
be cool.
Where they're done like old radio shows. I think that would just be wonderful to do.
I would tune into that. So 100%, you know, the days of old of, you know, the Orson Welles stuff where it's, you don't know which, where the reality and the fantasy is separated. I think that needs to happen.
Yeah. I've very much thought about that and doing the audio for Hap myself, you know, because he sounds like me actually in my head, you know, and most people that have heard me do readings and I'll always say that every time I read the books now, I hear your voice.
Yeah. Have there been audio editions? I think there have been of Hap and Leonard, hasn't there?
I don't think so. I don't believe there's been any audio. No, there haven't.
Okay.
I'd like for there to be.
100%. No, I was thinking, because I know David Wilson over there with his audio stuff that he does. I'd like to think he does everybody. And I thought,
well, no, I've had audio books. Now that's not what I mean. I'm talking about radio show style. No, I've had plenty of audio books.
Right.
I mean, nearly everything of mine has been done in audio, and I've done some audio stuff. And but as far as like what I mean is actually radio shows.
Gotcha.
You know, with sound effects and different things like that. And you know, I still kind of have a general feeling that I may do that someday. I hope so, because that may be something I end up doing on my own, although I would be open to you know, other people trying to make that happen depending on the situation and all. But